6 of the last 7.
Last time I checked, they said the Cowboys had our number. The last two years, they didn't have our number. But I got something for y'all. We gonna change that number today. We gonna change that number on their ass today. Hey, this team right here, we gonna ride to the end. This team right here, we gonna have each other back. This team right here, when the boys strike them, we gonna handle that to the boys. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Hey, it's time to get it. Hey, adversity might strike. Adversity might strike. We gotta handle that for boys. We gotta handle that for boys. It's gonna be a long game, all 60 minutes. Everything you got, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Let's get it. Squad on 3. 1, 2, 3, squad. 1, 2, 3, squad. Woo!
Hey yo, what is up everybody, it's B Militant. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host here on the Redskins Review, and the title is correct. You're not reading it wrong. The Washington Redskins are 5-2. The last time the Redskins started season 5-2 was 2008, and it's because of the defense, man. I love every single second of having the defense set up how it is. Another game played, another game won by the defense. The offense, it's really weird how the last few years, our offense used to be the strong suit of our football team, and we used to score about 30 points a game, yet our defense would let the other team, even if they were a bad team, score more than 30, and all of a sudden now, you know, barring not having that many injuries this year, our defense is for real, and they have kept the other teams, you know, running backs to having like no yards. They are just for real. Anyone who's going to sit here and tell you that this defense is not a legit, true top 5 defense in the NFL right now, I don't know what they're smoking, man. Because I've watched every single game, and I've watched this defense, and I've watched this defense time in and time again, constantly just shut the other team's best players down. In this football game, Saquon Barkley, he actually had more success catching the football than running the football. We didn't do a really good job of stopping Odell, especially near the end of the game, but it didn't matter, kind of. The game was already kind of... it was once you shut down their run, you know, Saquon Barkley in the run game, you know, Eli's just not what he used to be. Their offense and their defense are just not, you know, all that great. Most everyone knew that this game was going to be a tight game. I was actually going to make a video talking about how this was a trap game, and it was. Look at it. It almost was. People don't want to give the Giants any credit because they're 1-6, 1-7 now. But, you know, within our division, man, we know how to beat each other. We just know how. Somehow, we know how to beat each other. And, you know, hats off to them. They actually fought really hard. And we got to jump right into it, man. DJ Swanger has 2 interceptions in this game. We had 7 sacks in the game, and this was a close football game. That's inexcusable. Yet again, another week the defense wins the football game. Another week, the offense gets handed the football over and over by the defense, and they are not scoring points. They are not putting enough points on the board. They're not scoring in the red zone. They're not getting touchdowns when, you know, they're kicking field goals when they should be getting touchdowns. It's inexcusable. As you guys know from what I said last video, I'm an Alex Smith believer. Yes, I'm going to still hound on him for shit that I see, you know, like that one pass when he tried to throw the ball deep, which I'm glad he actually tried to throw the ball deep, sort of. But if he's going to throw the ball in the middle of the football field where there's no one around except for a Giants defender, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be throwing the football deep then. I don't know, because I want you to throw the football deep. But if that's the result I'm going to get when you try, nah, just keep throwing 5-yard passes then. I don't want to see any more of that. So, you know, I'm just hoping that Alex Smith can turn this shit around, man. I've seen Alex Smith play good football. I'm an Alex Smith believer, man. I've liked Alex Smith for the longest time. When the 49ers traded him away, I thought they were stupid. When he took the Chiefs to the playoffs, and then they had him under contract for like one more year, and they decided to trade him and go with a rookie. I don't care how good the rookie is. Or was he a rookie then? But still, whatever. They're saying, hey, we're going to go with this younger guy. When you just had a formula with Alex Smith that took you to the playoffs, I didn't think it made that much sense right then and there to say, hey, you know, we have this guy under contract. Let's just let him go. Obviously, we know now it's kind of the right choice. Patrick Mahomes is a really great player and stepped up and has played way better than Alex Smith has. But at the time, I'm sitting there thinking, why would you mess with your formula that just took you to the playoffs? So I've always been an Alex Smith believer. I like Alex Smith, but we are seeing some of the worst football I've ever seen Alex Smith play, and it's unfortunate. If we did not have Adrian Peterson, this offense would be putrid. It would be ridiculously bad. And just another little tidbit I want to throw in there. Earlier in the season, I think it was the first or second game of the season, I came on here and I said the Darius Geis injury was a blessing in disguise because we got Adrian Peterson. And there was at least one person who commented and said, it's too early to say that. You don't know if Adrian Peterson's just only having a few good games or something like that. Someone said, we don't know, and we don't know how good Darius Geis would have been. That's true. But it's a blessing in disguise, man, that we have Adrian Peterson on our football team right now. I mean, it was looking bad for our offense. And that 64-yard touchdown run, I have it in my notes, and I have it in order. Going in the second half of the football game, right up to where Adrian Peterson fumbled the football, right? That's one thing we know about Adrian Peterson. It's his strength and his weakness at the same time. Every single time Adrian Peterson touches the football, he's going for a touchdown. He puts maximum 100% effort into getting a damn touchdown every single time you hand him that football. Now, it got him in trouble, and he was trying to get away from some tackles and dance around in the backfield, and he ended up fumbling the football. But even though he fumbled that football, on the next possession that we had the football, I have it in my notes in sequential order. I write, give Adrian Peterson the football. I trust Adrian Peterson with the football more than I trust Alex Smith with the football, even right after he fumbled the football. And I'm glad that Jay Gruden thought the same way and started giving them the football again. I mean, come on, dude. Alex Smith went 20 out of 32 and 178 yards and 1 touchdown. Yeah, no turnovers, right? That's what everyone's going to say. Oh, but he didn't turn the ball over. Yeah, well, he also only scored 7 points. I mean, come on. How are you going to win? How do you expect to win? Sometimes you have to gamble, man. And also, you know, another point that I've made earlier in the season as well. Remember, I even showed you the breakdown where I'm like, you can't get pass interference calls down the field if you don't take shots down the field. Now, the one pass to early in the game that we got to Paul Richardson where we got the flag, the pass interference, I personally thought that was a nitpick call. But guess what? You don't get nitpick calls. You don't get 40-yard, flags when you don't attempt to throw the football down the field. But also, if you're going to throw the football down the field and you're going to throw it so far away from our receiver that even the Giants defender, who's literally the only guy around looking, he's just in disbelief, is like, he's like running towards our receiver and the ball is like behind him and he's like, wait, is this real? Is this happening? Is the ball really that far away from that guy that it shook him up and he couldn't even intercept the pass because his mind was blown. Like, who's this football to? He just literally threw the football up in the middle of the field and was like, someone go get it. I mean, I don't know, man. But hey, I'm trying. I'm a very don't worry. Like, I am happy. We are 5-2. I didn't bring my little schedule with me to look at the games that we have coming up, but we are at 5-2 on the season, and I think, like most people said at the beginning of the season, some people said 9 games wins this division. I think it's 10 games, and we're halfway there. All right, we're halfway. And as I said in my last video, I feel like our schedule coming up now, we've already played through the hardest part of the schedule, in my opinion. We don't know what teams are going to turn out to be, but what, we got to play the Jaguars? Look at the Jaguars. They couldn't even help us out and beat the Eagles today. We've got some teams. We got to play the Giants again. We got to play the Cowboys again. 2 teams we've already beaten. You know, that's I don't see how we don't get 3 wins right there. You know, the Jaguars, Houston could be a hard game for us, but there's games out there that are winnable games as long as we do a good job of staying healthy, which it sucks that our bye week was like the 3rd or 4th week in or whatever. But man, it's trust me, I understand that it sounds like I'm up here and I'm complaining about Alex Smith, but I just want to see the team play to the potential that it could be. You have to think about it. We paid this man, what did Alex Smith get? $90 million? It was 90, it was 70 or 90, right? It was something like that. Like $90 million we paid this guy. What has Alex Smith done this season that Colt McCoy couldn't do? Because I haven't seen a damn thing that Colt McCoy couldn't go out there on that football field and do right now. In the past, sure, Alex Smith has played at maybe Alex Smith, I've seen him have a higher ceiling than maybe Colt McCoy has, but this season with the Redskins, I haven't seen a damn thing that Alex Smith has done that we can't trot Colt McCoy out on the football field and do, and we paid this man $90 million. So that's why I'm bringing this up. Anytime people sit here and say, oh, stop talking about Kirk Cousins, he's on a different team or this or that, those are the people who are just butthurt that they were wrong, and I was fucking right when I told you time and time again, hey, Kirk Cousins, it's stupid as shit. The dumbest thing we've ever done in our entire history as a football team was let Kirk Cousins go when we drafted a franchise quarterback and we let the man walk. Look at how our defense is playing. Now imagine scoring those 30 points each week with Kirk Cousins, how he used to score. What's different about this offense? What is different about this offense? We have the same damn receivers. We have the same offensive line. We have Adrian Peterson. So actually, Alex Smith has less of an excuse than Kirk Cousins did to perform. We have Adrian Peterson. We have a real run game now. And, yeah, give Kirk Cousins that run game. So that's what I'm saying. That's why, as much as I love this season and as much as how happy I am that we are 5-2, I'm just sitting here thinking, if we had that offense where we're scoring 30 points each week with Kirk Cousins, and we have the defense playing how it is right now, we're thinking Super Bowl. Right now, without Kirk Cousins and with Alex Smith checked in, we're nowhere are we thinking Super Bowl right now. We're thinking, let's make the playoffs. Let's play a game at a time. Let's get to the playoffs. That's what we're thinking. But I'm telling you, if we had that offensive firepower, someone who's not going to miss wide open receivers, someone who's going to be able to make hard throws, someone who's going to take hits, get right back up, not saying that Alex Smith hasn't done that, but we just had the same exact offense last year, for the last 3 years, and we've been scoring. We didn't have any issues scoring. Now Alex Smith is putting up 7 fucking points a game. All right? So it's hard for me to sit back here and not just fantasize about what it would be like to have that old offense that we had where we're just hard to stop. And then a defense that when they come out on the field, they're top 5 in the NFL. It's hard to not think about having both of those together. So I'm just going to end that conversation, though, because it does come off negative. But, man, Adrian Peterson, let's switch this around to Adrian Peterson, man. What a workhorse. And do you understand what the Giants did today? Do you know what the Giants did to us today? They did exactly what we did to Dallas last week. We stopped Ezekiel Elliott, right? And we said, hey, let's see Dak Prescott win this game. The Giants bottled up Adrian Peterson for the most part in that first half. Until the fourth quarter, Adrian Peterson really didn't. He probably had under 50 yards until the fourth quarter when he really started to come on, and Jay Gruden kept giving him the rock after he fumbled the football. Before that, he probably had less than 50 yards. They stopped Adrian Peterson for the best part of the football game, and they dared Alex Smith to beat them, and Alex Smith put 7 fucking points on the board. So that's why I'm worried about this. I am still in code red with Alex Smith, man. But Adrian Peterson, another thing you need to think about is Adrian Peterson having a really good season, right? I can't wait to see. Hopefully Adrian Peterson comes back next year, right? And seeing Adrian Peterson and Darius Geis together, that would be cool to see, man. Like I said, it's a blessing in disguise that that Darius Geis got hurt. You know, it's kind of shitty to say stuff like that, but now we have Adrian Peterson, and he is performing at a high level, and I can't wait to see next season if we can keep Adrian Peterson and also have Darius Geis come step in on the field too, and I just see that being problems for people, man. I mean, who knows? We don't know what Darius Geis can really do yet. We've seen him have some good runs in preseason, but that's more excitement for Redskins fans in the future. And we're 5-2. Celebrate. It sucks that the Eagles won today, but you know, we can't worry about other people as long as we worry about ourselves and win the football games that are ahead of us. We're already taking charge of the division. We're 2-0 in the division. That's important. We're winning football games. We have wins over people like the Panthers. You know, we have some wins over in Green Bay. We have some good wins that might help us down the road too if things do get tight. And it's looking good for us, man. It really is. And you know, just as much as I just kind of trashed Alex Smith is a part of that. It comes with the quarterback position, just like our last quarterback. Even though Kirk Cousins scored 30 damn points a game, and our defense gave up 38 points, that's still on him. It comes with the territory. So us being 5-2, it comes with the quarterback. It comes with the position. It comes with the territory. Alex Smith is a part of that. He doesn't fumble the football really. He doesn't throw interceptions. Even though it looked really bad today. Regardless, he's a part of that. You need to give him credit. And just to continue down this road, you know how hard I get on Josh Doxson. You know, I'm not a huge Josh Doxson believer. Josh Doxson had a hell of a game. Where's the excuse for Alex Smith? The guy who I think isn't that good, the guy who I think isn't a true number one receiver. He had the most. I think he had the most catches, and I think he had the most yards on our football team. Where's the excuse? We have guys catching the football. Maurice Harris showed. Someone look this up. When is the last time Maurice Harris has dropped a football? When has he just dropped a pass? Because I have no clue when. Every single time the ball comes to him, he catches that shit. Yet again today, I don't know how many catches he had. He at least had one, and guess what? He didn't drop it. How are you trying to tell me that we don't have some receivers that can catch the football? We have sure-handed people. Throw him the goddamn football, man. Like, it's just... I'm just so irritated because up until Adrian Peterson beasted that 64-yard run, this was a nail-biter, and it should have never been a nail-biter. We had 2 interceptions, 7 sacks. Well, and let's flip this over to the it's called a new segment. What did Preston Smith do today? Segment. What did Preston Smith do today? Segment. Ryan Kerrigan. He had a sack. He's getting to the quarterback multiple times. Matt Ioannidis. Man, it's hard. It's hard to say. Who do you give this game ball to? Do you give it to Adrian Peterson, DJ Swearinger, or Matt Ioannidis? That is a hard decision. That is a really hard decision. Matt Ioannidis with 2.5 sacks. Might have even been more than that. I can't remember. DJ Swearinger, 2 interceptions. Adrian Peterson sealed the deal with a 64-yard run. Had hard runs all day. It's hard, man. But the entire defense played well. And not even that, Greg Stroman's having some, growing pains. But I think Greg Stroman's going to turn out to be a very good player for us. And I have it in my notes. I love we need to keep going back to Virginia Tech, man. We need to just every single year just take as many defensive backs from Virginia Tech as we can, because these guys perform for us, man. They do. Just like these Alabama boys up front, they're performing for us. Those defensive backs from Virginia Tech, every single time we get one, they're playing their ass off, man. And even though Greg Stroman, he's having some growing pains, always bounces back, always has other plays that he's making, always is around the football. He's fast, and I think that comes with as a whole, just our entire defense. And Mason Foster was fired up. Man, it's great to see this defense, and that's what I'm saying is like, it's as much as I love Kirk Cousins, as much as I love that our defense used to score 30 points the last 3 years, basically on average, I'd say. I mean, look at it. We're 5-2 right now. Our defense wins championships, right? It looks like having a stout defense is way more important than having a high-scoring offense. And I'm actually a more traditional type of person. I literally want to run the football and I want to stop the run. That's what I want to do. Those are my two priorities: run the football, stop the run, and that's what we're doing this season. And I love it. And that's the recipe, man. That's the recipe. We don't need to have Patrick Mahomes. We can get by with Alex Smith playing the way that he's playing. Having 178 yards, that's fine. That's absolutely fine when Adrian Peterson has 149 yards rushing. That's fine. But the issue is that's putting a blueprint out there to beat us, and we need to make that jump from being good to great. We can't have holes in our game, or that leaves blueprints for these good teams like the Rams or whoever, all these good teams, Kansas City. It puts a blueprint out there for these teams to find out how to beat us. I just want an all-around solid football team, no weaknesses. That's what everybody wants. But like I said, that's nitpicking. We're 5-2. We're at the top of our division. Everything's great. Isn't it great to sit back and we got a bunch of good games to watch? The Green Bay Rams game is on right now. I'm missing it, making this video. But isn't it just a refreshing, great damn feeling to be 5-2, and the amount of weeks that we get to sit back and relax and go, we won this week. I can go into work, or I can go into school, or I can go out in public and just flaunt my Redskins shit, and nobody's gonna be able to say shit to me, and I can just have I don't need to worry about anything. We played at 1 o'clock today. We're gonna be able to watch football all day long. Watch football Monday, Thursday, and the whole entire week is just gonna be a much more less stressful ordeal. It's so refreshing. It's hard to, and then I get to sit back and see all these Ravens fans who want to give me shit all the time. Oh, you guys got blown out by the Saints on, what did we play them on, Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football? I can't remember. You guys got blown out by the Saints, ha 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 ha, and that's all I hear from them, even though the same week they lost to their frickin' Browns. And then what happens? They play the Saints, they lose. What happens this week? They play the Panthers, get destroyed by a team that we just beat. So, it's so refreshing that we can sit here and look at this spectacle of a defense and just Adrian Peterson running the football hard in a Redskins uniform still blows my mind. This defense, DJ Swearinger has got to be my favorite Redskin. The guy, he has done more for this team than anyone else I can think of in a long time, man. DJ Swearinger is, without a doubt, the best safety we've had since Sean Taylor, and you can tell that he's playing his ass off, man. He's playing at a Pro Bowl level right now, the entire season, And man, also, you know what sucks is Josh Norman had Josh Norman continues with his interception struggles. He has a pass thrown right to him and he dropped it. Whew, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure the game was pretty much over at that point, but still, man, you can't drop those passes like that, man. You can't. We need to have that. But outstanding game by everybody, especially the boys up front. Ioannidis, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, all those guys. Ryan Kerrigan, Preston Smith is still out there getting his pressures. There's this one play that I have in my mind where Preston Smith, he comes all the way around, he gets right behind Eli Manning. He could have easily had a sack. You know, the tackle tried to just push him out of the play, but he's still an arm's length away from Eli Manning. He ran himself out of the play and didn't get the sack. It's just frustrating, and that's why, although we are 5-2, and we have a lot to be happy about, we have a lot to celebrate, I'm still, that's what makes teams go from good to great. You have to figure out what you could do to make that jump, and that's why I hound on Preston Smith. We have Ryan Kerrigan, all right? Ryan Kerrigan, the side of the field that he plays, the way that he's built, he's a run stopper. He stops the run, but he also is better than average, I'd say, at pass rushing. He's not great, but he's better than average. We can't have another guy who's not as good on the other side. We need a killer. We need to go out next year and our number one, we need to continue what we just did. Do you not agree? What we just did and went out and spent these picks on the defensive line, it's completely transformed our team, and that goes back to picking Jonathan Allen. Us spending these resources on the defensive line has transformed this football team, and I don't want it to stop. Just how all the time in my notes, every single week, Adrian Peterson's running the ball hard. As soon as he has a good run, like first down, Adrian Peterson runs the ball for 8 yards. I go right to my notes, don't stop running the ball. I just type it down, don't stop running the ball. He just got 8 yards on first down, don't stop running the ball. We just saw what getting these picks on the defensive line does for this football team. Don't stop. Next year, Preston Smith is not getting there. Preston Smith, you can't stop making excuses for the guy. We need to go from good to great, and he's not getting the results. We need results. Ryan Kerrigan's getting results. Matt Ioannidis is getting results. We need results. I don't care about pressures. I want results. And in order from us to go from good to great, we need to go out next year and spend our number one pick on the best pass rusher we can find. We need to continue to try to get home, and we need to get a monster. We need to get some athletic freak. We need a guy who, instead of just being a run stopper, he's supposed to get there. That's what he's known for, is getting the damn quarterback. That's what we need. That would literally make this defense unstoppable, in my opinion. So, I mean, let me know your guys' opinion. I'm going to read it, but this video is getting kind of long. Let me get into the notes real fast. I'll try to get through them really fast. First time since 2008, the Redskins are 5-2. We get the ball in the first. Before I do this, it's in my notes. Before I go into my, come on, guys. I know there's going to be, I can already tell, a lot of this video has been me talking about Alex Smith. I know there's going to be people commenting on this video, why are you giving Alex Smith such a hard time? Do you remember the drive? We go 3 and out, and then we punt the football, and then the Giants defender runs into Trest's way, and we get a first down because the Giants defender runs into Trest's way, gets a penalty, so we are gifted a first down. What do? Go 3 and out again, right away. This is when we're in a nail-biter of a football game. We need to score points. We need points. Our defense, we can't keep just putting our defense out there and just Not expecting them to get worn down, man. We need points. Score them points somehow. I don't give a shit. Score field goals. I don't care. Score points, man. We couldn't even get field goals in this game. We couldn't get down the field to get field goals. We go 3 and out, punt the football, get a penalty, get the ball right back, just hand it to us. Here's a first down. You guys can go down there and right your wrong. Nope. 3 plays later, we're punting the football again. It's inexcusable. Inexcusable. And we need this offense, and we need Alex Smith to turn their shit around, and I believe they can. Hopefully by the end of the season, we're seeing Alex Smith play better than you ever seen him play. That's what I hope. Alex Smith is inaccurate with an inaccurate pass down the field. Adrian Peterson drags a guy on his back for 8 yards. We get a penalty, and it's 2nd and 11, and we choose to run the ball. That doesn't make sense. Alex Smith sucks at staying in the pocket, tries to run, and gives himself up, and he doesn't keep his eyes down the field. This one play that I'm talking about, the pocket's collapsing some. He decides to run to the right. Then he cuts back to the middle of the field. And he's just literally running the football. And he doesn't have his eyes downfield to even throw the football. Then he just gives himself up and slides on the ground. Later though, in the game, he did have the same type of play. And he did keep his eyes downfield. And it was on 3rd down, I think. And he got the football out. Got the conversion on 3rd down. You know, that's progression. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know he can do it. That's why when I have it in my notes where I'm hounding on him for not doing it, it's because I know he can do it, but he's not doing it. That's the issue. If I've never seen him do it before, I'd sit here and go, oh, maybe he just can't do it. No, I've seen him do this shit, so it's inexcusable for him to not do it. We make the Giants punt. We need to go down the field and score points right now, even a field goal or something. Give me something. We are coming out pass happy, but we need to give the ball to Adrian Peterson. Maurice Harris is wide open and goes for a 14-yard catch. Can't stand bringing Maurice Harris into the backfield. Like, bringing Maurice Harris into the backfield is not tricking anybody. The guy's not fast. He can catch the football. Make him go out wide. Send him down the field. Throw him the football. Don't bring him into the backfield. I don't understand what this is that we're trying to do. False start on Sprinkle. We can't have this. We had too many penalties in this game as well. That was what made this game a lot closer than it should be as well. Adrian Peterson with a 10-yard run, and we get 5 more because a penalty on the defense. Adrian Peterson catches a touchdown pass. DJ Swearinger with a good tackle. This is what we want out of our playmakers, getting their names called early in the football game. Beckham with a huge catch versus Greg Stroman. That's pretty much their only option. That was the Giants' only option in this football game to win, and they tried it multiple times. You saw where Eli Manning would just wind up and throw this football down the field. That was their only option, was to try to get deep passes or pass interference. They weren't running the football. They couldn't run the football. They literally were just looking for chunk yards, and they got desperate, man. Matt Ioannidis with a sack, which takes them out of field goal range if we stopped them on 3rd down, which we did, and then they didn't get a field goal. Alex Smith on 3rd and long has all day to get rid of it, but runs around, holds on to it, almost gets sacked, and gives us no chance to pick up the 3rd down. That's the same play I'm talking about where he didn't keep his eyes downfield. We are stopping Barkley, so we need to score more points than them. Easy. That's it. Stop them from running the football. That way we can pin our ears back on the pass, score more points than them, get out of there with the W. We need to hold them to field goals here. Can't remember if we did or not. Barkley is getting open now in the passing game. DJ Swearinger intercepts the pass on the 10-yard line. DJ Swearinger is a beast. Alex Smith, you better do something, and I want to see Adrian Peterson. Alex Smith runs for a 1st down. Good play by him. Alex Smith gives Paul Richardson a shot downfield, and we get pass interference call when it was a nitpick call. But look how we need to keep taking these shots downfield like I've been saying this year. Alex Smith gets big pressure on him, and he steps up and keeps his eyes downfield and gets us a 1st down. So he's, showed that he can do it. We settle for a field goal, then miss it, the 41-yard field goal. This is why we need to score touchdowns and not rely on our kicker to kick in a windy situation. Greg Stroman knocks the ball out of Shepard's hands. All the Giants are doing is trying to get those deep shots. Now we don't get points. Then the Giants are marching down the field. We gave them the momentum. They didn't have momentum. We gave them the momentum. And I asked, where's the blitzes at? Our defense holds them to a field goal. Yet again, our defense is doing everything. It's 7-3, but it should be 10-0. We have a lot to improve on. Matt Ioannidis with another sack. We need to get the run game going and not allow these desperate deep shots to Beckham beat us in the second half. When 3rd and 5, Josh Harvey Clemens sacks Eli. Offense score points, I said. Great play on 3rd down when we needed to have it to Paul Richardson. Jordan Reed didn't know the pass was coming to him, and it hits him in the head. That's Jordan Reed's fault, in my opinion. We downed the punt within the 5-yard line, and then we have to repunt because of penalty. That sucked, but we actually came back from that. Eli is sacked by Kerrigan and Ioannidis. For the love of God, we need to score points. Alex Smith is the worst. Alex Smith with the worst deep pass of all time, all right? Josh Doctson is having a good game. Giants are taking away Adrian Peterson and forcing Alex Smith to beat them. Hopkins hits a 53-yard field goal. Ryan Kerrigan with another sack. DJ Swearinger with another pick. Back-to-back. Defense doing everything. Adrian Peterson fumbles it, and Giants return it pretty far. Defense holds the Giants on 3rd down, and they're going for it on 4th. The defense holds. Alex Smith, you better do something. Please keep giving the ball to Adrian Peterson here. Vernon Davis with a good catch. Where has he been at all game? Or all season, really. Morgan Moses with the false start when it was 3rd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 6. Can't have it. Too many penalties. Alex Smith is out here almost getting Chris Thompson hurt on the one pass check down play. Deron Payne with a sack. This defense is for real. I wrote 3rd and 1. Alex Smith throws the pass too high to Jordan Reed, just threw it over his head. We go 3 and out, then punt. Giants get the penalty. Then we get a 1st down. Then we go 3 and out again. Tressway with a huge booming punt, and Mason Foster's down there to help tackle the returner. Mason Foster was fired up. Giants moving the ball easy now. It's now 13-6 with 4 minutes left. Our offense better run this clock out or score points. No excuses. And then right after that, Adrian Peterson with a 64-yard touchdown run. Virginia Tech DBs have been great for us. I wrote Eli sacked for the 7th time. Adrian Peterson is a blessing in disguise. And Josh Norman drops a pick. Those are my notes. Video's pretty long. Hail to the Redskins. We are sitting pretty at 5-2 with the hardest part of our schedule behind us. We already did it. We already played the hardest part. We got some more NFC East matchups, which we learned today. They're not going to be easy, man. The Giants are 1-6, now 1-7, but look what they did. They gave us a fight, man. And I expect all these other divisional games to be the same. I don't see us blowing anybody out. But what I see from this football team, seeing that we're not injured, really, and when we have all of our best playmakers on the field, we can grind shit out. We are a gritty football team, and we are tough in the trenches, and that's how you have to win this division. That's how you have to win in this division. Stop the run and run the football yourself. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the defense. I need to get me a DJ Swearinger jersey, for real. And yet again, hail to the Redskins, guys. It's not all doom and gloom. I know this video probably came off as being somewhat negative, but it's just so frustrating. So frustrating seeing the defense time in and time out just constantly putting the team on their back. Just how it was frustrating for me the last few years where the offense did it. The offense put the team on their back the past couple years. Now it's a defense. It's just a flip-flop. That's why it's so... I just wish everyone could put it together. That's all. That's why I'm upset about it. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's keep these wins coming. Let's keep the injuries down. We got to wait and see what's up with some of the injuries. Capri Bibbs had an injury. Some guys had injuries in this game. Hopefully it's nothing big. And I like this football team. I like how we're built in the trenches. Also, shout out to Sean Laval. You know, he's another guy. Like I said, there's guys on this football team who we've given shit. I give Preston Smith shit right now. We've always given Sean Laval shit, but he's been playing pretty well now that he's back. Gotta give him credit. I kind of give Josh Doxson shit. He had a good game today. Give the man credit. You know what I mean? If they earn it, they get it. So, hail to the Redskins. See you guys in the next one. Celebrate. Watch some more good football today. And relax. Peace out, guys.